Do you want to harness the power of surprise, forming deep emotional connections with your employees or your customers? Let's get into the psychology and neuroscience of surprise. Hi, my name is Ken Hughes, and it is nearly Christmas. In a few days, the kids will run down the stairs full of excitement. What did Santa bring? Am I on the right list? Am I on the nice list? That excitement, and I want to talk about that today, is all around the psychology of surprise. And even as adults, we go through the same thing every time we open a gift. You get handed a gift and you think, what's inside of here? And there's an excitement, there's an uncertainty around what is in this. It's like Schrodinger's cat. Until you open the box, you don't know if the cat's alive or dead. Similarly with gifts, you don't know what's in here until you open it. It's going to be the best gift of your life, or it's going to be something that's going to be on the way to the thrift shop really fast. But you don't know. It's like roulette. It's going to be red or black. It's going to, you're either going to win or you're going to lose, like a lottery scratch card. The excitement sometimes is the uncertainty. What will happen? So today I want to talk about the excitement of a pleasant surprise for a customer, going beyond their expectations in customer experience, or going beyond their expectations as an employee experience. The beauty of the psychology of surprise is that there is a huge benefit for us as brands in going beyond expectations for customers. So let's focus on what happens first in the body. So facially, even when you get surprised, there are a couple of things that happen. Your eyebrows go up and out, your mouth relaxes, your jaw relaxes into that kind of open mouth gape of a surprise, and you tend to gasp, little intake of breath, or oh my god, or you ask, little short words come out, or nothing at all, you go speechless. And so there's a very instant reaction. In fact, surprise is one of the 7 universal emotions. The others are happiness, sadness, fright, disgust, contempt, and anger. And what I mean by a universal emotion is that it is displayed by everybody in the world. And so what happens in our bodies, facially those things happen, but also physiologically there's increase in your heart rate and your breathing, and that's because there's been a hormonal release. So neurologically, the most interesting thing happens when you surprise someone. Obviously unpleasant or pleasant, the reaction is the same. Neurally, what happens is that your brain goes into error messaging code. So something unexpected is happening, they shouldn't be happening, what is happening, and so you try to sort it out really quickly. So what happens neurologically is that there's a flood of dopamine in the brain and cortisol from a stress point of view sometimes to understand what's happening. And it's one of the most rapid responses in all those universal emotions is surprise. And so what we get 3 things. The first thing we get is the freeze. And so this is a really fast, like about a 1/25th of a second reaction. You freeze, you suspend all cognitive function to draw your attention on what's happening. And this is a survival instinct from our ancestors. Something unexpected is happening. I need to make sense of this. And so what we do is we withdraw all cognitive function. And so what happens is we stop, look, and listen. And so what happens in our brains is that all function is suspended and we draw our attention to this idea. So that the freeze happens really fast, which then moves us on to the find. As humans, we're very curious what's just happened. So you freeze, suspend all cognitive function, and now find out. Find out what is happening, what is the unexpected thing, how dangerous is the situation for me, and then you move on. Finally, and this is the bit that we're really interested in the branding, marketing sphere, from a customer connection or employee connection part, we end up in the shift. So it goes freeze, find, shift. And the shift is how your perception is going to change regarding the new stimuli that's come into your environment in a surprise. And so for us, when we go beyond expectations with a customer and we surprise them pleasantly, what happens to them is that they may shift their perception of the brand, their relationship with us as the brand owner, because of that surprise. And that's the magic. And the magic is also interesting when that dopamine release comes in the psychology of surprise. It is bonded with memory. So obviously you remember the good things, the perception changes, and that memory is coded and made relevant and relative to the dopamine reaction in your brain. And so the pleasant surprise is coded with strong memories and mood uplift, and those 2 things click together. And that's, of course, how customer loyalty and employee loyalty is formed. When we go beyond their expectations and that mood lift happens, then that dopamine releases, and that's connected with our brand, that is, of course, a very, very good thing. And so neurologically, the psychology of surprise, I think, helps us to understand why it's important for customer loyalty. And it doesn't always have to be big things. You can do very small things, but it's just the momentum, the continuous small things, the small changes, the small little moments of going beyond expectations, whether they're for an employee or a customer, is how we code the body and the mind physiologically and neurologically towards a positive space for the brand. Now let's have some examples. It can be, as I said, simple things. It can be the barista in the local coffee shop recognizing a regular and giving them their mocha for free today on the house. It can be a nurse in a hospital recognizing that a patient is lonely, buying them a magazine based on their hobbies and interests or a conversation they had yesterday. Little small moments of acts of kindness. It can be the team leader in an employee experience giving their staff the Friday afternoon off as a surprise. Simple things that make you seen, heard and valued as a customer or as an employee. And when you go beyond expectations in the surprise psychology that we're talking about, because that neurological hormonal level is laid down, you bond that reaction to the brand. The space for excitement and delight is amazing. And I talk about excitement and delight all the time in my work. Here's two cases. The first is from Kleenex. Kleenex did a very simple thing, the tissue brand. So what they did is they went onto social media and scanned all social media, particularly Facebook, for comments on, I don't feel well, I feel a bit sick, I feel under the weather. And they harvested all those comments, immediately contacted the friends and family of the people who were posting those things to get the address information, and they dispatched on the same day a little care package for wellness and health, obviously including tissues, lots of other things. And they sent those to the people. 100% of people who received that package posted on social media about the incident. Of course they did. They were surprised, they were delighted that they were heard, they were sick, they posted that, and the Kleenex brand responded and sent them a little care package to their home. And so that's a great example of just going beyond expectation. The next one and the last one I want to show you, and I want you to watch this video. It's a 4-minute video, but I really do want you to sit with it and watch it because it's really powerful. It's from TD Canada Trust. It's a commercial bank, a small commercial bank in Canada. And they converted their ATMs into automated thanking machines. They wanted to thank their customers. And they use a blend of data from transactional data, but mainly personal data that they understood about the customers from their relationship managers. And they did an amazing personalization piece in branch. If you look at it, you'll see everything that I'm talking about from the psychology of surprise come to life. You see the emotional power of surprise, the emotional bonding that happens because of those hormones that I spoke about earlier on, the dopamine release, the adrenaline, the attention, the mood uplift. All those things are so powerful, and you can see why brands are so successful when they go beyond customers' expectations. Have a look at this.
Hello there. Hi.
Hi.
I'm here to thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Christine.
Bonjour, Karine.
Bonjour.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
I'm ATM. You know what ATM stands for?
Automated teller machine?
That is correct, normally, but today you're wrong. I'm an automated thanking machine.
Hey, look at that, buddy.
That's for you. That's on TD Canada Trust.
Thank you.
Ooh, selfie. Get my good side. There's a slot that's opening.
Oh my goodness. Never in all my life had such a beautiful surprise.
Yeah, you've been helping your daughter out, is that correct?
Yes.
We've got something for you, Christine. There's something that's about to come out there. Those are 2 piggy banks. Those are for your kids. Well, we've got a little something for you because you're a famous customer. We know you love the Jays so much. Look on the other side of me. There's another slot. It's going to open up. On the left side there, yeah. It's going to open up.
That's awesome!
She's my only daughter. She has cancer and she had an operation on Tuesday.
We wanted to thank you in a very specialized way. There's actually a card coming out for you right there. And if you look inside each piggy bank, there's a check for $1,000 to start an RESP for each of your kids. Yes.
Yeah,
Look at
right.
that outfit. Well, the thanking's not done, Christine.
What?
Here's the thing. If you tell your kids, hey, here's an RESP, they'll be all, nah. But if you tell them you're taking them to a place like Disney,
No.
yes, you're taking your kids to a magical place in California, Christine.
I've never been able to take my kids anywhere. Oh.
It's wonderful that you've been with us for so long. That we got somebody who might want to talk to you for a second about that.
Oh my God.
During this time, we have come to know how giving, loving, and supportive you are, especially to your daughter in Trinidad. She's a lucky woman to be able to call you Mom.
So I just threw you a ball. But Sunday you'll be throwing me a ball.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna be throwing out the first pitch.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I got goosebumps right now.
Actually, Dorothy, could you lean in for a second? Because I have a secret to tell you. Just lean in very close. We want you to thank her yourself. So we've got something coming out of the slot right now. Something right there for you. And those are tickets. Those are tickets to Trinidad.
Are you serious?
I am serious. You're going to go see your daughter in Trinidad.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Dorothy.
There is a great example of the power of surprise. You can see the body response, the emotional response, and obviously these people are going to have a far deeper connection to their brand in the future because of what happened to them. And this is the important point that you need to take from this as a brand and business owner. You need to think about how, for our employees and our customers, can we go beyond their expectations to this point where they feel a connection between us because of what we did. Now, as I said, Schrodinger's cat moment. Is this going to be a new iPhone? I think it is. I'm really excited. Oh my God, the hormones are rushing. Oh, look, it's an electric toothbrush. Crash and burn. Also, you need to remember that obviously it goes the other way also. If you drop a customer, if you fail to do what you've told the customer to do, if you go under their expectations, the same thing happens. The same surprise is delivered, but unfortunately, the hormones are saying this is not a good thing, and that is also connected in memory. And so all that good work that you maybe have been doing with the brand connection with a customer for years is all eroded so quickly when we drop them in an unexpected way. So going beyond their expectations on a regular basis is the key. Holidays are nearly here, and I hope you don't get a nasty surprise on Christmas morning when you find out that you were in fact on the wrong list. You ended up on the naughty list. I won't be surprised this year. I am on the naughty list, but then I know why. Happy holidays.